Brought to you by...
The trend of creepy kids has been a long-running one in the horror spectrum. Whether it be devil spawn or changelings, their kind eyes, soft features, and small stature create a mask to house the horrors of something beyond our understanding. In a way, creating the perfect cover, one that we would otherwise never suspect of such dark intentions.
Truly.
Hello friends, welcome back to ETF, where today we open our minds to the genius intellect of the Prodigy. Sarah is a young mother whose son Miles' disturbing behavior signals that an evil, possibly supernatural force has overtaken him. Fearing for her family's safety, Sarah must choose between her maternal instinct to love and protect Miles and a desperate need to investigate what or who is causing his dark turn. She is forced to look for answers in the past, taking the audience on a wild ride, one where the line between perception and reality becomes frighteningly blurred. Visually, this is what I would refer to as a play it safe movie. It doesn't go out of its way to take any chances with the cinematography, though it does do some cool things with match cuts early on. For example, during the opening credits, we watch as a man is gunned down at the same time that a baby is born, visually represented through matching angles that intercut quite perfectly together. We view much of the film through harsh lighting choices that almost cause the actors to look fake or augmented in certain scenes when combined with its color palette. I think this film's biggest flaw lies in its pacing. It breezes through moments very rapidly, telling the backstory of Miles' early years of development in an almost prolonged montage format, making the film feel like it is moving it fast forward. Every scene spends little to no time to linger in moments, which limits any build in suspense. It's like it's just trying to get through all the build-up to reach its finale as quickly as possible, which rushes us through to an extremely bleak conclusion that leaves things open for a follow-up that I personally hope never sees the light of day. Honestly, with the way things move, it feels more like the concept may have been better suited for a 2-hour film, but they just did their best to cram it all into an hour and a half. It's pretty clear right from the get-go that the filmmakers are setting up for some sort of soul-swapping type narrative, as we watch a vicious killer die at the same time an innocent child is brought into the world, which basically makes every moment that follows about as predictable as can be. The majority of its concept focuses on the act of reincarnation, treating it as an invading force where a soul latches itself to a new host body and forces the body's soul to share its skin. The longer the invading soul is attached, the more it pushes out Miles' soul, until it gains total control. The plot also makes use of themes of astral projection, suggesting that when the invading force takes over, especially during sleep, Miles' soul leaves his body to make room and unburden himself from the spirit for a time. While these concepts are interesting, I just personally wish that the overall plot structure wasn't so easily guessed. It isn't all bad though. The visuals are clear and concise, and the film does do something cool with its score, incorporating a subtle tune that Miles hums throughout the film into its composition, which brings a sort of consistency to the soundscape of the film. Overall, this one is fairly mediocre at best, but it does have some elements which help it feel somewhat original and interesting. I'm gonna give The Prodigy a D+. This isn't a film that I would go out of your way to see, by any means. But if you're going to invest the time, then you could be sitting through a lot worse. Some of you casual viewers out there may get some enjoyment out of this. It just didn't do enough for me to consider truly recommending it. This episode of ETF is brought to you by NordVPN. With more than 10 years of experience, NordVPN is one of the world's largest VPN providers. Cybersecurity may seem very complex, but NordVPN makes it as easy as it gets. Cutting-edge technologies shield your internet activity from hackers and malware, protect you on public Wi-Fi networks, and even block annoying ads. NordVPN protects your IP address and makes sure that no one else can see which websites you visit and what files you download. And until the end of April, if you sign up using the links down in the description, you can get a whopping 70% off a 3-year plan. Real internet privacy is just a click away with NordVPN. But that's all for today, friends. If you are enjoying the content so far and want to help us keep bringing new types of videos for you to enjoy, please consider supporting ETF on Patreon, where every pledge goes right back into the channel to help us with upgrading equipment, maintaining our software, and checking out new flicks to discuss here. If you want to see more videos like these, feel free to let us know down below, or give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.